Hey, how's it going out there? So today I was running around fishing and a bunch of clouds came over and I got some good overcast. So I went ahead and I'm doing another video of on the water, the sonar and what it looks like and what you can pick out. So it should be informative. Stay tuned and we'll get right to it. Okay, so we got some really good visual on this video, but the audio is a little sketchy because of the wind. You know, we got that cloud cover, and as you'll see, you know, the picture came out really good today. So I want to show you some of the different things that I saw today. So when the clouds came over, I thought, man, I can shoot a good video. So I ran back to a spot in the lake that has some different contours. So the last one I showed you was pretty flat bottomed, but it had a lot of points that came out. So this one, I wanted to get something a little different for you. You know, some ledges and some creeks coming out and things like that. So let's take a look at the video. Guys, I tried my hardest, but I couldn't get the audio cleaned up good enough that you could hear it well without all the background noise. So I'm going to go ahead and do this in a voiceover, but I'm pretty much just repeating what I was saying on the water. Okay, so let's look at dialing this unit in. First, open up your side view and then hit your menu button and go to contrast there on the top. From there you can see it's going to show you what your screen is going to look like, and you can adjust it up and down. You can see the change there. Now the default is 50%, and the default's a good place to start, but I like to run it at about 80%. Now what's nice about this is you can see what the picture is going to look like as you're going through the water, and that's a pretty nice feature. So again, here I'm dialing it up a little bit for my preference. Now on the screen it may look a little bright to you, but in real life it looked pretty good to me at right at 80%. So once you get the picture looking the way you want it, you go ahead, just hit the done button there on the lower right, and it'll take you back to the regular screen. Now from there you'll need to be adjusting the brightness to really get it dialed in where you want it. So here as I'm playing with the brightness, you can see it's getting quite a bit darker. Now if you get it too dark, you kind of lose your returns, your good returns that you're looking for. So see that rock pile there? Now watch when I turn it back up. You'll be able to see the shadows much better, and you can see the harder return. The brighter an object is, the harder it is. Like a rock is going to be a real bright object, and you can see the bright returns that I'm getting along these rock edges. Okay, so to get the brightness adjustment on your touch screen, go to Menu, Sonar Setup, and On-Screen Controls. From there you have the options of brightness and range. Now I like to keep it on brightness because I can adjust the range with the buttons on the fish finders. You can see here I'm hitting the plus and minus buttons, and that's changing the range. So once you get your adjustments made, the picture really is amazing. You can see right there, that's a shelf that I'm looking at. So now let's look at frequency. Go to the menu, frequency, and you can select 1120 or 455 depending on your transducer. And as you can see, this video is shot using a GT54 transducer. So with a GT54 transducer, the 1120 really doesn't reach out very far. It works better if you're in shallower water and you're not going over about 60 or 70 feet. But for my purposes, I generally leave it on 455 The picture is really good at 455, but you can play with the 1120 and see if that's what you like. To understand the advantages and disadvantages of higher and lower frequency, take a look at my sonar frequency explained video. So here's one of my honey hole spots that I decided to idle over, and I'm using clear view and traditional chirp when I'm actually looking for fish. So you can see there's quite a few fish there, and they're stacked up on that ledge pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and mark a waypoint on there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit pause, and then I'm going to move my crosshairs to the point that I want to mark, and then I'm going to hit the teardrop, and that'll mark my waypoint. So from here, it's kind of all interpretation as to what type of fish and how big the fish are, because you can really chase down a rabbit hole sometimes if you're seeing a lot of smaller fish and you're not sure what they are. So that comes with confidence on the water. You know, after you mark fish and then you catch some and you can say, okay, well that was about that size and this is what I caught. As you can see here, there's, you know, a few more fish hanging around there. But until you catch some, you don't know what you're looking at. So with these water temperatures getting up around 80 degrees, you can see it's 79.92 right there. Yeah, it's about time to start dragging a worm and a Carolina rig around. Might do some good with a deep diving crankbait. So this was kind of an interesting side view picture. So what do you guys think? You know, I'm thinking it looks a lot like a roadbed or a creek that was going through there, but it's real uniform, so I'm thinking roadbed. And here's some more interesting pictures. You can see those creases, which I assume are you know, small ravines, are spider webbed all along in there. Now that's the bank side where my finger is. Now you can see the arrows in the center of the screen, both top and bottom. So I've got my brightness set to where I can change it on my clear view like I'm doing there, or if I hit the top one, I'll be doing the side view. The other thing to notice, if you touch the center of that where it says brightness, you can toggle it between being able to do it manually and it just going to the automatic default. Alright guys, so as you can see, I'm pretty lucky. My fishery or my lake here is pretty diverse, and you know, we get some pretty good footage for the sonar. Just trying to catch those cloud covered days, and maybe I'll get one that's cloud covered with no wind, and that would be just perfect. But I'll keep doing these videos, and you know what guys, I hope they're helping you out, and we'll see you on the next one. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe. Let's get out on the water and have a great day.